And the reason that you're probably worth 20, think about this. The Disney, think about when Disney bought all that land in Orlando. You know, they're going around, they're doing all this secret confidential stuff. And if the last guy would have known he was the last guy, he could have held out for millions or hundreds of millions of dollars and they would have paid.
Yep.
But he didn't know and he sold for pennies. So here's the lesson where this podcast is about lessons. The lesson is it's not about how great you are. It's about what a great fit you are for their full. And most people, they miss that. They're so busy thinking about themselves. They're not thinking about why do they want to buy us? What is it about us that's interesting to them? And if you could figure out where you fit in their portfolio, then you can name your price.
So
And
that's
the
the
part.
part I learned from Annie Duke, the poker player.
Yeah.
The best players, they don't play with their hand. They play with the hand of the person they're playing against. And their job is to try to figure out what you have on your hand.
Yeah. I mean, you're reading the other person. And part of it is it's not about how great you are. It's about what a great fit you are. And, and when you're selling your company, that's it. Or poker, the concept is similar. Blackjack's a totally different game than poker. But the concepts are very similar. And those are the advantage plays that you have to learn to execute in order to get to the top of your game.
Being worth nothing.
Yeah.
But in paper, it was a lot.
And there's a lesson there too. And the lesson for the listeners and for people who are doing these sort of things, you got to call people who know what they're doing. You got to hire people who've been down the path that you are now traveling.
Yes.
And it may be expensive because I'm going to tell you something. Let's say that an hour, it doesn't even matter what it costs. It doesn't matter.
If someone had charged me $10,000 to tell me how to do the deal, I would have paid them $10,000, $20,000 the hour. Easy.
Well, you know what? I mean, you got to take the advice from people who know what's about to happen to you. I can predict your future because I've been down that path. I know exactly what's going to happen down that path 100 times. I know exactly what's going to happen. I know what kind of tricks they're going to try to pull out from their sleeve. And if you don't know, then you're going to get blindsided.
The typical brain surgeon that is going to charge you $50,000 for a 15-minute operation. And I'm like, you're going to charge me $50,000 for 15 minutes? And the guy said, yes, but I'm not charging you for 15 minutes. I'm charging you for the 40 years of experience.
Yeah.
Nowhere to cut.
Yeah. Well, and let me tell you something, as important as that is, in a certain way, there's so many dollars at stake from what we're doing and what the entrepreneurs around us are doing that, money doesn't even matter. I mean, it sort of doesn't even matter.